going to talk about the do's and the don'ts of painting in the art room. Boys and girls, let's talk about the do's of painting in that video that we just watched. So as you can see, I just dipped my brush in the water and I'm gently moving it around the color that I want to use. I'm keeping my paintbrush nice and pointed. I'm not smashing down the brush. We want to make sure we keep our paintbrushes nice for a very long time. So we want to work hard to keep them nice and pointed and not smush the bristles. I'm moving back and forth very gently, making sure to add enough water to activate the paint. These are called tempera cakes, and if we don't add enough water, it's going to look scratchy and not pretty. So make sure we have lots of water on our brush, and then we're going back and forth on the paper to get that color activated. Sometimes you'll just have to dip your brush in water and put it on the paper to make the paint spread more. We want to treat these as watercolors, which are a little bit different than wet paint. Whenever I want to change colors, as you can see, I just washed my brush in the water and made an X on that sponge. That sponge is not meant to be picked up. It's just meant to clean your brush. So since I had cleaned my brush, I was then able to use the orange color. And again, going back and forth very gently on the paper, making sure to treat our brush with respect. Boys and girls, let's talk about the don'ts of painting. Our first don't is do not smash your paintbrush into the paint. That is a sure way to ruin the bristles. Our second don't is do not pick up the sponge. The sponge's purpose is for you to wipe your brush when you're changing colors to make sure all the excess paint gets off. He needs to stay in the bowl. Our third don't is do not paint on yourself or your neighbor. These paints are for you to create your masterpiece in art class, not to paint your body. Our fourth don't is do not mix the colors. You will see me, look at me, look, I am dipping my brush in all those colors without washing my brush. So now there's purple in the blue and the green. That is a definite no. Our fifth don't is do not splash the water around like I just did. We want to twirl our brush gently to wash it, but not splash it so it gets our neighbors wet. Boys and girls, these are the don'ts of painting.